Are you moving towards pleasure, or are you merely moving away from pain? Okay, every decision that you make in life, you're either moving towards pleasure or you're attempting to move away from pain. And it's very, very important you guys identify how you're living your own life, okay? And how you're basing the decisions that you make in your life, okay? Both on a micro and a macro level, right? Maybe on a micro level, just to use that as an example, because I'm a dating coach, I do pickup, I teach guys pickup, and I take students out. For example, when I get a new student out and we might be in a venue, right? I'll be like, all right, go approach that girl. Right? The guy likes that girl, he thinks she's cute, and he wants to approach her. So I'm like, okay, go. And then there's this huge hesitation. I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, what if she rejects me? What if she embarrasses me here? What if, she slaps me? What if she does this or that? And I'm like, okay, first thing we got to do here is we got to shift your RAS, stands for reticular activating system, okay? And your RAS basically determines where your focus is, okay? And you want to think about this in your own life, again, both on a micro and a macro level, okay? Where is your reticular activating system pointed? What is it focused on? Is it focused on winning, playing to win? Or playing to not lose, protecting the tiny little lead that you have in life? Unfortunately, most guys are playing to not lose in life, right? They're trying to protect themselves from that pain, okay? So they are very much trying to move away from pain versus moving towards pleasure. So when it comes to a student like that I have on boot camp who doesn't want to do the approach, I have to shift his RAS, right? I have to shift his focus, and many times I'll ask him questions like, okay, let me ask you this. If you approach 5 girls tonight and 4 out of the 5 girls rejects you, she blows you out hard, she cuts you down, she makes fun of you, but one of those girls turns out to be super cool, turns out to be a girl that you share the same values, beliefs, and you just share a lot of the same commonalities with, that you just connect with on, an emotional level, a spiritual level, a physical level. If she's just this bomb-ass girl, right? Is it worth those 4 blowouts, right? Is it worth going through 4 blowouts to get to that one cool girl? Many times the guy's like, yeah, it's worth it. I'm like, see, there you go. Stop focusing on the pain and start focusing on the pleasure, right? When I go into venues, I don't even think about that. I don't think about, how many girls are gonna blow me out tonight? No, I'm just thinking about how many cool girls can I meet tonight, right? My RAS, my reticular activating system, is focused on the win, okay? It's not focused on trying to protect my tiny little lead and not lose in life. It's focused on the win. I'm focused on winning. That's why I hashtag winning on almost every one of my Instagram uploads, right? If you guys follow me on Instagram, it's at Matt Cross Official, by the way, if you're not following me yet, right? Follow me on Instagram. I am constantly focused on the win in life. I do not think about losing. I do not think about the pain of what'll happen if I fail. I'm like, hey, if I fail or if I get rejected, it's just another learning experience. It's another reference experience for me, and it'll get to a point where you fail so often and you get rejected so often that you'll start to see a pattern with it. It will start to become familiar to you, and it won't be such a big deal anymore, right? It just won't be such a big deal anymore, and you won't care, and you'll be focused on winning because the losing aspect of it won't bother you. Okay, this goes for everything in life. I'm just using, pickup and dating as an example because that's my bread and butter. That's what I teach students to do, right? When it comes to your own decisions that you're making in your own life, whether they be dating, relationships, health, fitness, finances, money, right? You have to ask yourself, are you moving towards pleasure or just away from pain? Okay, recently I had a self-development student, a non-pickup student I was coaching, and he was telling me that he wanted to buy another car, right? He wanted to buy, like, he finally started making some money in his job, and he was like, oh, I don't know whether I should get this car or this sports car I've been wanting. So he was thinking about getting like an SUV that was just kind of low key, that didn't draw a lot of attention, versus this red sports car. Okay, he wanted this red sports car. I mean, I'm not going to mention which one he wanted, but it was a top-down sports car. And I was like, okay, what's a big deal? And he was like, well, I don't want the negative attention that'll come along with me having a red sports car and me being 50 and people thinking that he was worried about basically people in his social circle accusing him of having a midlife crisis. And I'm like, but you've always wanted this sports car, right? And he was like, yeah, I've been wanting it, since I was a kid. And I'm like, get the freaking sports car. And I'm like, why would you even consider this SUV? I'm like, do you need an SUV? Do you need to haul things? He's like, no. I'm like, then why is this SUV even a consideration for you? And he's like, I don't know, Em, just because it's low key and I know nobody will give me shit for it. Nobody will tell me that I'm trying to have a midlife crisis. I'm like, you know what you tell those people? You give them the finger. You go buy that red sports car that you want and you enjoy it. Okay? You enjoy it. Are your friends going to shame you? Yeah, probably. But you know what? If they're going to shame you that bad beyond a little bit of teasing, they're not really your friends. So what? You could, like I said, give them the finger. Be like, hey, I got the sports car. So what? Right? Always move towards pleasure. Okay? Never live your life or base any of your decisions to where you're moving away from pain. Because when you base your decisions upon you moving away from pain, you're no longer living for yourself. You're living for other people. You're living for the external. You're living for public opinion, right? You're not living for you anymore. Just like with my dating student, he was more worried like, oh, the girl, what if she thinks I'm ugly? What if she rejects me? What if she embarrasses me here in front of everybody? It's like, what do you give a shit that everybody here, they don't even know you, right? What do you care? It's like, what if they laugh at me? So, right? So many guys tell me that too. It's like, I don't like approaching girls if people are watching. I'm like, who are you there for? The girl or them? Get your priorities straight, son. Fix your RAS. Where is your focus? This is why so many of you guys don't go anywhere in life. Okay, your focus is in the wrong place. When guys ask me like, hey man, how did you create this successful business? How did you get to where you are today? How did you become one of the top pickup artists in the world? How did all this happen? What I tell him? I tell him that I'm constantly moving towards pleasure in life and I'm not living my life trying to move away from pain. I don't mind the pain. I don't mind failing. I don't mind getting embarrassed once in a while. Okay? Because that's the price of getting to shit that most people don't get to. That's the price of living the life that most people can't. Okay? You don't think I take shit from my friends, people in my social circle, people who've known me my whole life, strangers I don't know, when I'm out there picking up girls, when I'm out there living a life that is not part of the beaten path? You don't think they shit test me? Of course they do. But you know what I say? So what, motherfucker? This is my life. So what? Don't be jealous. This is my life. What do you care? Right? Because the people who are going to try to shame you like that are generally people who live their lives moving away from pain versus towards pleasure. Okay, and I really feel sorry for people like that. I have some close friends, well, they're not really that close anymore, that are like that. They're just too afraid to step outside of their shell. They're too afraid to be who they are because of what other people will have to say about it. They live for everybody except for themselves. Right? And this is why I hate liberalism so much and SJW values, because it teaches you to join that herd, to be part of that collective, right? To be part of that hive mentality. And I can't stand that. And then whenever you step out and you just kind of shine in your own individualism, your own unique likes, wants, desires, goals, ambitions, they get threatened by that. And as a result, their way of making themselves feel better about, being too insecure to step outside of themselves, right? Their way of making themselves feel better about it is by shaming you, so they could get their little 2-second dirty high of feeling good about themselves. It's so pathetic. So pathetic. I lose so much respect for people who do that. Okay, whether they're in my social circle or they're just strangers that I don't even know that I see behave that way. Right? So really, really ask yourself, are you in your own life, okay, the decisions that you make on a daily basis, okay, whether they be big decisions or even just very small decisions, again, on a micro and a macro level, those decisions, are you basing those decisions on moving towards pleasure or away from pain? Okay, so really look at your own life and ask yourself, all the decisions that you're making on a daily basis, are you making those decisions based on moving towards pleasure or away from pain? Very, very important, okay? Because you're never going to get to the good things in life. You're never going to live a life that is bigger and better than what you've ever imagined. That is above average, so long as you are insecure and you're trying to just cling on to the flock and that hive mentality, the collective, the herd, and you're trying to just base all your decisions on moving away from pain because you want to please everybody else. You want to make sure nobody makes fun of you. You want to make sure nobody trolls you, nobody embarrasses you. If you're living your life that way, you're not living for you, son. You're living for everybody else but you. Okay, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to live for you. Okay, I want you to live for you. Living for everybody else is beta. Living for yourself is alpha. Okay, because only you know what's best for you. Okay, only you know what is best for you. Trust your gut. Okay, trust your gut. Don't listen to what everybody else is saying. Those people are all just noise. Okay, they're all just noise. Okay, trust your gut. Start making your decisions based on moving towards pleasure. Okay, not moving away from pain. I want you to focus your RAS. Again, it stands for Reticular Activating System. Okay, I want you to focus your RAS on moving towards pleasure, on the things that will make you happy. Okay, and I will tell you right now, those things will generally be things that are off the beaten path. They will be things that the collective and the herd does not like. Okay, like it's basic crabs in the bucket theory. They're just gonna try to pull you down. Okay, if they see you trying to escape the bucket, they don't want you to leave them there by themselves. But you know what? You have to. Okay, you have to. I've left plenty of people behind. I had to. They left me no choice. Okay, they just left me no choice. It's like, hey, you're either behind me or you're not. You're either with me or you're against me. If you're just gonna sit there and try to shame me, right? Make fun of me, troll me, shit like that, you're just an energy vampire now. You're not helping me. You're just an energy vampire. I gotta cut you off, man. No matter how long we've known each other, right? Because we're obviously going in different paths. And by doing that, you're gonna meet people who are like you, who are individuals, who are just excelling at life. Okay, they're getting above that coping stage and they're entering the thriving stage, which is where you want to be. Okay, guys who are thriving at life and aren't coping or failing, but guys who are thriving, these guys don't follow the beaten path. They don't follow the herd. And these people have had to let a lot of people go in their lives that weren't going in the same direction because they were just holding them back. Sometimes it's a tough decision, you know, because some of these people you will have known all your life. You might have grown up with them, but you know what? You're just different people now. Like one of my very first girlfriends in high school that I was with for a long time that I ended up dating again, like many years later after high school, we got back together, and as much as I loved her and I cared about her, I just realized, like, shit, we're different people now. You know, she was very much part of the hive, the collective, well, shockingly, right? I didn't think she was, but she was. And I was just going in my own direction. Sadly, I mean, I had to cut her off. You know, that was hard. You're going to have to make some of these executive decisions from time to time. All right, so I'm going to end this coaching video here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. Okay, you'll be the first to be notified about it. Also, share my coaching videos with other like-minded friends of yours, guys. Please share my stuff, because the more we share these coaching videos and this red pill content, the more we can awaken more guys, right? So please feel free to share my content as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and support all of this red pill knowledge I'm teaching guys here even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason why I'm doing that is to protect my content in case YouTube decides to try to just shut me down one day, which, hey, look at what they're doing with all these other channels. You never know, right? At least if you're one of my premium subscribers on my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, you will never have to worry. Okay, and the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male content from me. And it's really easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.